okay, you were so much more clued in and intelligent of a player when you were playing TBC than I was. You're a year older than me. Not that that's too much of a factor.
Yeah.
But when I was there in TBC, I was a bloody idiot. I didn't know what I was doing. So I've got all of those really fond memories and stuff.
Yeah.
But actually going in there and engaging with that as an adult, I'm really, really interested in that.
Yeah.
And I hope it lives up to what I think it will do.
That's I think it actually completely will. It's just predicated on, it's like I was saying last week about me just playing Classic for an hour and getting really super engaged with it. It's that thing where if you can set your expectations correctly and frame all of these all of the things you're doing in game in your head correctly, then I think even though you'll be an adult going, I need to do this, I think you actually will completely be able to enjoy a lot of that significantly more.
I mean, I remember people who are regulars of the stream will know about me and Matt's night with the Harpies.
Yep.
In WoW Classic, in the north of the Barrens. I remember that little bit of questing more than I remember any slice of questing in Shadowlands or Battle for Azeroth. Your jaunt into Northwatch Keep.
Yep.
And it's just because when we were there in the Pit of Harpies, we really had to play the game. Yeah. And I still remember as a kid, going around the place with the spectral humans left over from the Second War.
Oh, the very south of Hellfire?
Yeah, the very south of Hellfire, yeah. It's like, I actually remember some of those older quest hubs that I've literally not done in years. I remember them more than the completely mindless experience. Yeah. I have a very vivid memory of the combat pacing and in-between pool downtime on my warrior my very first time in Hellfire Peninsula. And I think so much of that is because I really had to play the geometry. I had to play the placement of the mob packs, because if I didn't, I'd really die.
Yeah.
And it's just not like that as much anymore. So I think it's a lot of those reasons. It's just such a different experience. That's why I am so excited for this. But not for beta.
No.
I can only play something paced like this when it really, my time matters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's that. Now, that said, I don't think it's up there, but they did find a bunch of PTR vendors. It seems like, there will be pre-mades and stuff. Yeah. So that'll be cool. And certainly, it'll be fun at some point to, hop into the beta, place a character at a choice position, and just get cool footage of legions of people running around the wastes of Outland. I mean, awesome.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm just excited. Basically.
Yeah, it's especially because, I mean, I guess it was the same for you. For me, TBC was the first time I engaged with the game properly, as opposed to playing a little bit of my friend Shaman in Classic. Or in Vanilla, I guess. Not actually playing the game the way I remember it, and with all of the same journeys, but, well, I guess it'll probably be Alliance this time because Guild. That'll be fun.
Well, it makes me think of Preach's Legacy videos, because, Mike's got a few years in both of us, and I think that just means, even in a way, his cognitive development was further than ours was, because we were literal children at that time. So all those really nostalgic experiences that you watch one of Preach's older Legacy videos, and you're like, oh, wow. I really understand Mike's journey through, being a player through Vanilla, through TBC. That's something that, we're both aware of, but it's something I know I never experienced.
Yeah.
And it's that sort of thing. I always remember Asmongold saying, for Classic, he would basically say, look, boys, don't try to, he wasn't advocating for Classic so that he could relive and capture the magic for him. Yeah. For him, it was such that a new generation of people could get that. And again, Asmongold is 2 or 3 years older than I am, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's 2 years older. Is it 20? I forget what it is.
2, 3.
But yeah, point being, we just missed out on that. So those experiences that you'll see some of those slightly older WoW creators talk about with so much just, love and memories, for so many of us. And I mean, we're both people who started properly in TBC. Yeah. And we can even still not recapture, but experience that in a more intentional, more proper way. I think that might be a large part of what can just do so well about this as a product for Blizzard, because I mean, the amount of people just on our channel. And, you know, it turns out they started playing in Legion. Yeah, I see comments from people who are like, oh yeah, I started playing WoW in BFA.
Like, what?
And I don't mean this as an insult to them or anything like that. But I just cannot understand that. And I don't mean that in a way of I can't understand actually playing the game BFA. No, I mean that in a way of just I cannot even fathom how I would think about World of Warcraft if my initial experience of the game was BFA.
Yeah, it's so vastly different.
Yeah, I mean, I even hear... Who was it? No, it wasn't Tali who started in Kata. But I remember hearing somebody say they started in Kata. And or maybe it was Kata or Mop, but whatever it was, I still just remember being like, my God, I cannot imagine what it would be like to how I think about the game if that was the point at which I started. Because even by then, you know, it was changing and shifting.
Yeah.
So it's interesting stuff. I think that's why classic TBC just like hits such a point. And really World of Warcraft hit its height at the end of classic TBC. I think it rose a little bit into Wrath and then just maintained. So it was really classic TBC that was like that, just humongous, you know, taking WoW to the 12 million, or at least on its way, well on its way.
I think its absolute peak was actually Kata launch, I think, was where the 12 million came, but then it sort of slid down after that. I think so anyway. I think it was the hype for Kata that got up to the 12 and then, but it was very close to it during Wrath.
Yeah,
it was one hell of a game in Wrath. Like,
so man, yeah, I'm so in. I
same.
just hope I can have the time to actually play it. That's the thing. Like, my plan was to play Classic with Stark, which is the Preachers Community Guild. It was great. I logged in, we played. I was like, oh look, there's Drez in my friend list, and there he is in the guild. Cool. I'll be able to play Classic with those people I met at PreachCon. And then it was just like, oh wait, life's a real bitch sometimes, and you just have to get to work. So yeah,
we'll have to make time because I definitely want that Resto Druid TBC experience, 100%.
Unfinished business with your staff.
Yeah,
you never got.
Business.